Hello, friends. This is Wendy with Canon Planning, and I am so sorry to be missing you live this week. I'm actually currently on my way to Tula 12 Conference in Troy, Ohio, and I look forward to popping back in next week to join you. But I wanted to make sure that you still got to stay in line with our Planner Glow Up for our business planner series that we've been doing. So today, we want to talk about workshops, vendor events. How do you organize that? How do you help your planner to be in a position to help you plan out the details and all of the things? So I brought two inserts with me today, the project planner insert and the workshop insert. I'm not going to go into super detail on the workshop insert, but if you check the description of this video, there is a link to me going into deep dive into the workshop insert, which had to do a little bit with content planning. I am going to make reference to it in regards to workshops and vendor events, but I didn't do a whole lot of that in the other video when I talked about blog posts and YouTube videos. So make sure that you check that link. There is access to being able to watch that video that talk a little bit more in depth. But let's take a look at the inserts I brought for you guys today. So I mentioned we are going to talk about two inserts today. The first one is the project planner insert, and the second one is a workshop insert, which looks like this, workshop notes. Okay, I want to start in the project planner because this one was actually brought to me by another one of our Tula 12 brand ambassadors. She's actually a senior brand ambassador, Glenna Harris. She has some fantastic ideas, and she actually runs paid workshops. So I asked her to share with me kind of her details of how she puts together her plan using her inserts. And this is the blank version of what a project planner looks like. If you are a crafty person, you might also use this for craft projects. Card making. This is home improvement projects that my family has done. All of those things we have kind of set out into this insert. But on a direct sales network marketing or social seller time frame, I want to give you guys a layout that you can use for how to plan for a workshop. Now, one of the fantastic things about this insert obviously is very versatile, and you can use it however you choose, whatever works for you. I want to give you guys a rundown of how you can use this particular insert for planning out a workshop. So you're obviously going to put the dates of the workshop in the date section, and then the project, you're going to put the name of the workshop or party, because you can even use this for a party layout as well. Down here for sketch ideas and vision, this is kind of where Glenna goes through and takes some ideas for writing what supplies she needs, whether or not she's running a free or a paid workshop. Maybe if there's a Google form that she needs to put together, what items she wants to include in that. Registration timeline, how she can determine when she needs to close the registration or open the registration. And is she going to give away any specials or drawings throughout the event? And if so, what is she going to include for those items that she's going to give away? Down here at the bottom where it says swatches and colors, and obviously you're just going to cross these out because we can do what we want. We can make changes to the inserts. She puts down here any printouts, PDFs, graphics, slides that she needs to put together or create in order for her to run said workshop. So over here on the right-hand side is the project plan. She writes out her schedule of what that looks like. So what's day 1, day 2, day 3, if she's doing multi-day, or if she's doing a single day, is there a specific time frame that she's looking at for participating in the workshop? What does she need to convey to those that are participating? Over here on the side, and I've already had a conversation with her about this, but right now she puts who is participating in the event. I already told her I'm going to speak it into existence that she's going to need more than just this little bit in order to track her participants. But if you're just getting started, this is a great way to do it. Or if you're doing an in-home workshop, this is a great way to track. You're obviously not going to have 80, 100, 200, 500 people attending an in-person workshop. So if you're doing an in-person, this would be a great place to include participants. The last two sections say material list and to-do. So she does her to-do list, like what does she need to get done in order to make this happen? So create Google form, a registration link, create a group if she's doing it in Facebook. All of those things happen here. And then on the far side, she writes the list of what she needs to purchase in order to send to her participants. So I know that Glenna does paid workshops where she puts together an insert bundle and she makes it happen so that her customers can purchase just a bundle, and she puts it all together for her. So here she would include inserts, extra Tula 12 items that she might need, if she's going to send pens, pencils, those kinds of things for her customers to be able to participate in this workshop. I love this particular layout. I love how she puts it together, and I love the aspect of planning that she can do right in this insert. She did actually show me a picture of her insert, and it looks a little crazy by the time she's done, but for her, that's something that works for her planning brain, and I love that she utilizes this insert. All right, let's take a quick look at the workshop insert. Now, I did mention that there's another video that talks about different ways that you can use this insert for, let's say, blog posts and YouTube videos, but I want to go into special and specific detail about vendor events and workshops. So first of all, I want to let you guys know that I do run a vendor vault training in which you participate in a training while you are in a vendor event. I try to do this monthly, and if that is something that you are interested in doing and you want to participate in a vendor event with me, please comment on this post, send me a message via Facebook, or if you are watching this video on YouTube where it's also shared, go ahead and comment below and I will get with you on details on how you can be a part of the next Vendor Vault training. So you can use this for vendor events or workshops. Let me kind of walk you through how you are going to do that. So one, you're going to list your topic. If you're participating in a vendor event, the topic or theme of the event is probably given to you. And then what you're going to want to do is determine how you are going to connect your product, your value statement, all of those things to the topic that you've chosen for both the workshop and the vendor event, whichever one you are working on. You're going to list the main points. Maybe you want to put together something that has to do with summer. What products are you going to be sharing and highlighting? How can you share tips and tricks to be able to meet your customers where they are in regards to that theme? The next section is products. Obviously, you're going to list out what products you're going to be participating in, what I'm going to give you as a caveat when you are using this particular style or you're doing vendor events with me or workshops that I've participated in. I am really focused on one specific aspect of the product line that I share. Obviously, I share Tula 12. If I'm doing goal setting, I'm only going to be talking about goal setting inserts, habit tracking, those kinds of things that are important to the topic that I'm talking about. If I'm doing summer, I'm probably not going to be talking about holiday inserts. Okay. So this is a way to like really narrow down your focus. First of all, your customers are going to appreciate it. And those who are following you are going to appreciate it because they won't be overwhelmed by what you are sharing. Another reason why you're going to want to pare down the information that you're sharing is because you want them to seek you out for more information. If you share everything that your catalog has for your company, you're going to overwhelm them. And they're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. But if you give them some very clear basics and understanding of how they can grow with your company and learn more with your company, start small and share only a little bit at a time. Here you're going to list your to-dos. If you are working on a vendor event or workshop, maybe you're going to talk about what you are working towards. So do you need to create a Google form? Do you need to share that Google form? Do you need to do personal invites? Do you need to create a link for them to register? All things that you need to be concerned about for your to-do list. Here is probably the most important part of this training aspect or this participation in a vendor event or workshop is your life application. What value are you bringing to those that are joining you in the vendor event, in the workshop, that you can bring them to a place where they are solving a pain point, where they are learning, where they are growing, where you are educating them, where you are entertaining them, and where you are providing them the most possible value that they can get from the products that you have to share. This is where the application part, the connection part happens for your customers. Love this section over here in the workshop notes details section. You can, if you're participating in a vendor event, you can write out your schedule and what you want to talk about for each one of the posts that you have available. If you are doing a workshop, bullet points are great here for you to be able to take some time to really walk through what it is that you want to discuss with your customers throughout the event. Friends, I love the aspect of running workshops. Canon Planning itself runs workshops on a quarterly basis. Our next one is coming up in August, but I use this insert and I'm thinking about using this insert. So whichever one of these matters the most to you or looks more like your style of planning, I recommend that you grab them. I will include links to both inserts in the description of the video. Thank you guys so much for joining me, even though I wasn't able to be live with you. If you are working on building goals, developing habits, or managing tasks to take back control of your 24 hours, I'm the person to follow. Hit follow and see you around for more. Bye, friends.